Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts because we're about to embark on a mesmerizing journey through the magical world of one of the most iconic footballers ever, Ronaldinho. Prepare to be amazed as we explore some of the greatest and most enchanting goals he ever conjured on the pitch. But before we dive into the magic, do us a favour and if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust us, you won't want to miss a single piece of football sorcery. Starting with a magical free kick in the rain, rainy day enchantment. Our story begins with a rainy night at Camp Nou. Picture this. It's a classic Barcelona versus Werder Bremen clash in the UEFA Champions League group stage. The year is 2006, and Ronaldinho is in his prime. The Brazilian maestro steps up for a free kick, rain pouring down, and a packed stadium holding its breath. The tension is palpable, but Ronaldinho remains cool, almost as if he's in control of the weather itself. He takes his trademark stutter step, the ball leaves his foot with an almost mystical precision, curling and swerving, and the goalkeeper is left in awe. Goal! The crowd goes wild as Ronaldinho dances through the puddles. You see, what made this goal so remarkable was not just the accuracy, but the audacity to try it in such conditions. Ronaldinho was a footballing sorcerer, always pushing the boundaries of what's possible on the pitch. His free kick was like a spell, bending reality to his will, and we were all lucky enough to witness it. Just like his second goal, and we'll call it Yoga Bonito, the beautiful game. But it wasn't just his free kicks that left us speechless, it was his entire style of play. Ronaldinho wasn't just a footballer, he was an entertainer. He had this unique ability to make the ball his dance partner, and together they waltzed through defences like no one else. His trademark moves, the elastico, was like a magician's trick. One moment the ball was going one way, the next it was going another. Defenders were left dizzied and bamboozled. Remember that moment against Chelsea in the Champions League? Ronaldinho picked up the ball near the touchline, danced past two defenders and, with a flick, sent the ball one way and himself the other. It was like the ball was tethered to his soul, following his every command. What a showman. No wonder he scored a hip-jiggling goal like this one. Perhaps what we all loved about Ronaldinho was not just his beautiful way of playing, rather, it was the way in which he played. The smile that charmed the world. Samba spirit. Now, let's take a moment to talk about that smile. Ronaldinho had this infectious, childlike grin that could brighten up even the gloomiest of days. He played with joy, with freedom, and like a kid who had just discovered the magic of football for the first time. During his time at Barcelona, he didn't just win matches, he won hearts. The Camp Nou faithful adored him, and football fans around the world fell in love with his charisma. In an era when football was becoming more serious and tactical, Ronaldinho was a breath of fresh air. He reminded us that, at its core, football is a game to be enjoyed, a form of art. He made us fall in love with the beautiful game all over again, and that's something Barcelona fans will never forget, especially the smile he had when he scored that goal against Sevilla in 2003. Moving on, we've got the stunner against Villarreal, futsal flair. Let's fast forward to March 25th, 2007. Barcelona is facing Villarreal, and Ronaldinho decides it's time for some futsal flair. In a crowded box, a high cross comes his way. Now, most players would go for a simple header or a volley, but not Ronaldinho. He had other plans. With an outrageous flick, he volleys the ball into the net with precision that defies belief. This goal was a testament to Ronaldinho's incredible creativity and vision. He saw opportunities where others saw obstacles. He turned an ordinary cross into a work of art, and it's a goal that still gives us goosebumps. That's not the only banger Ronnie scored against Villarreal. See, back in 2005, he had one of his best moments, the magical free kick in the rain. Our story begins with a rainy night at Camp Nou. It's 2005 and Barcelona is hosting Villarreal. The rain is pouring, the pitch is slick, and the ball feels like a slippery eel. But none of this phases Ronaldinho. He steps up to take a free kick, and as if the raindrops are dancing to his tune, he delicately curls the ball over the wall. The ball hovers in the air, and in what feels like slow motion, it dips just beneath the crossbar. Beyond the goalkeeper's reach. Wow, this looks like one of my goals in FC 24. No wonder the crowd went wild, because that free kick, it was more than a goal, it was a work of art. Ay, Dios mío! Here's another moment that'll make you feel like shouting, Dios mío! The enchanting dance with the crossbar. Now we find ourselves at the San Siro, AC Milan's fortress. The opposition is Fiorentina, and Ronaldinho is donning the rossoneri jersey. A cross floats into the box, seemingly a bit too high for a header. But remember, this is Ronaldinho we're talking about. He leaps into the air, defying gravity. His foot connects with the ball, and there's a symphony as boot meets leather. The ball strikes the crossbar, and time stands still. For a moment, it seems like even the crossbar wants to applaud. The ball nestles into the net and Ronaldinho raises his arms, along with that iconic smile gracing his face. But that was nothing compared to what I'd like to call the dance of the overhead kick. A packed stadium in Barcelona is our next scene. It's a match against Malaga, and the ball floats high into the penalty area. Ronaldinho decides that it's time to perform another spell. He arches his back, and with perfect timing, he performs an overhead kick that'd make even Cristiano Ronaldo jealous. The ball rockets into the net, and the Camp Nou erupts. This was another moment of pure footballing magic. And speaking of magic, we've got to talk about the time Ronaldinho scored a goal so good, it literally earned him an ovation. A standing ovation. The showstopper in El Clasico. It's a classic showdown between Barcelona and Real Madrid. The eyes of the footballing world are on the Santiago Bernabeu. In the dying moments of the match, with Barcelona trailing by a goal, Ronaldinho takes it upon himself to perform one last piece of magic. He receives the ball near the edge of the box, and with a sudden burst of pace, he slips past not one, but two Real Madrid defenders. The stadium holds its collective breath as he chips the ball over the onrushing keeper. It's a goal that not only secures a precious point, but etches Ronaldinho's name into El Clasico folklore. Embarrassing Real Madrid isn't the only time Ronaldinho made grown Ken question their reasons for playing football. He did the same thing in the 2002 World Cup. Buckle up, David Seaman. The year is 2002, and the grand stage is the FIFA World Cup. Brazil is facing England, and the whole world is watching. Ronaldinho stands near the halfway line, seemingly in a no-man's land. He gazes at the English goalkeeper, David Seaman, who's positioned a few yards off his line. And then, in a moment that can only be described as divine inspiration, Ronaldinho sends the ball flying over Seaman's head. It's a goal that leaves everyone, including Seaman himself, absolutely shocked. See, it's literally things like this that made snot-nosed kids like my brother fall in love with Ronaldinho. He was awesome, man. And if you already love Ronaldinho for his influence on the youth, then you'll definitely love him for his initiative. Playing for the smiles, charity work. Ronaldinho's magic wasn't limited to the football pitch. He also used his fame and fortune to make the world a better place. His charity work is a testament to the kind of person he is. One of his most remarkable contributions was to the Smile Project. He used his iconic grin to bring smiles to the faces of underprivileged children. He traveled to different parts of the world, from Ghana to India, to support children's hospitals and provide them with the gift of hope. He once said, "I've always said I want to put a smile on people's faces around the world. If I can do that, I'll be successful." Well, Ronaldinho, I'd like to say, you were not just successful, you were extraordinary. No wonder you left such a huge imprint on the next generation of footballers. The legacy, Ronaldinho's influence. Ronaldinho's influence on the game is immeasurable. He didn't just win trophies, he won hearts. His style of play, his infectious joy, his unpredictability. They've all left an indelible mark on football. His legacy lives on in the players who grew up watching him. The Neymar and the Pogba, who, like him, play with flair and fearlessness. And as we celebrate his best goals today, remember that Ronaldinho didn't just score goals. He created moments of pure magic. He made us believe that anything was possible on the pitch, and for that, we're forever grateful. Thank you, Ronaldinho. So, there you have it, a journey through some of the most mesmerizing goals and moments from the football sorcerer himself. But before we go, let's keep the magic alive. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your fellow football lovers, and if you haven't already, subscribe to The Playmaker for more football enchantment. And as always, let us know in the comments which Ronaldinho goal left you absolutely spellbound. Thank you for joining us today. And remember, in the world of football, there's only one Ronaldinho, the original, the magician, the legend. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.